Speak love.
What is you talking about, bro?
We seen what you do on the Focus Mitch, bro. We don't believe you.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk. This your guy, Dre Bailey.
Your man Goose Thomas was
Bill Block of Logan in the building, man. This is what we do. We give you guys the best of sports talk on YouTube every Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time. We appreciate everybody that is watching us out all around this country, man. DC, Long Beach, Atlanta, the Carolinas, what we got? Right, Germany, Vegas, London. But we all over the place.
We everywhere, man.
We everywhere.
Folks in Canada, Puerto Rico.
Yep. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. You up in Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico. No, that's I wanna go though.
Yeah, we need to go. Yeah, we need to go to Puerto Rico.
I wanna go to PR.
Yeah. I want to go to DR too.
Yeah, that's a good trip. DR is a good trip.
Yeah. Belize. We need to hit Belize up.
Jamaica's always a good trip. You've been to Jamaica,
love Jamaica,
of course. I love
Bahamas.
Jamaica. Yeah. So
need to get to Africa, like Ghana.
That's what needs to happen.
Yeah. Back to the
Africa
motherland.
needs to happen.
Back to the motherland.
Immediately. Africa has got to happen.
Shouts out to everybody watching the show who, if you could pan on my sock to sweats, who all of the people who ashy right in this area here. All the people who ashy right in this area here.
Yeah.
That's all. Right in here. I'm gonna scratch it hard so it'd be ashy. I want to be ashy with y'all. See that? See
Ashier.
Ashier. There you go.
That's crazy work.
Look, man, we appreciate y'all watching Let the Ball Bounce. We're gonna have a great show. We got basketball.
Yes. NCAA and NBA.
College basketball and NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Women's college basketball.
Absolutely.
If we can talk about that.
I'm pretty sure we can, because it's our show.
Baseball. It just started.
Yes.
We'll talk about our prospective teams and what we think so far in this early season, because I can smell the grass.
Oh my goodness.
I cannot wait to get to a game.
The Bermuda.
Please, let's get to a Giants game together this year.
Yeah, man. We can do, because Giants and the Diamondbacks are in the same division.
Yep.
So if we want to go to Phoenix, we can do
that.
We can hop a flight.
And then we need to get Bill out to the Bay Area, because the Giants and the The Dodgers, that's a big.
Yeah, that's big. They played 19 times. Well, now it's I think 14 times they've.
I was
played in
just
the
telling
division.
Bill, Dre, Yankees come to LA May 30th, 31st, and
I'm with
1st.
that.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
I'm with
So
that.
I'm trying to go to that for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Tickets are gonna be a little pricey,
they're gonna be
but
steep.
It's all
it'll
good.
be worth it.
Because I need to find me a
It's the ravine, baby. It's the ravine.
I need to find me a Didi Gregorius jersey.
Hey man,
Or
you pull that
CC's.
off.
I
You
know.
pull that off. That'll be spectacular. That would be tremendous.
Yeah,
There's
man.
one somewhere.
It
is
is. I'm
somewhere.
trying to find a Sid Bream right now.
Sid Bream.
Sid Bream, man. Look around third base, man. Against the Pirates. Yeah, man.
That'll be a nice one.
Yeah.
So look, we got a lot of sports to talk about. We got Stephen A. Smith to talk about.
Yeah.
A little bit of Bronny James in the G League, and all of those players that are really just excelling in the G League. Our slam dunk champ.
about
I think
3
he
or 4.
scored 50-60 the other night or something like that there.
Yeah, man.
You know, so it ain't only Bronny out there doing their thing. We're gonna highlight some other people, and we're gonna highlight some great careers along the way, and talk about this crash out that Stephen A.
There's a lot
Smith
of
is
crashing
just-
out going
yeah,
on the
man, it
internet
is
these days.
It
man.
is,
It ain't
man.
just ain't Stephen A.
A lot of people, playing victim. So look,
Some folks
come
we
back.
know that's crashing out on the
Boy,
internet.
look, follow us on all of our social media platforms. That's on
Wow,
Facebook, where we got the hottest sports talk page in the land. LetTheBallBounce@gmail.com if you want to be a sponsor of the show, like Serenity Funeral Home. There's only one. And Let the Ball Bounce on Twitter. Did he just sell Twitter or X for like 66 billion or something like that?
I mean,
So-
God bless him if he did.
Yeah, Elon Musk sold X for 30-something
Billion.
billion.
How much did he buy it for originally?
Well, he sold it to an AI company that he owns.
It's a tax write-off. It's really nice.
There we go.
That's smart.
And then he's going to use that AI company to totally change social media. It's going to get weird.
It is
with
gonna get
AI.
weird.
It's already getting a little weird, but it's going to be
Because you don't know
it's
what's
gonna be
real or
different.
what's not.
You really don't.
Well, I'm going to let y'all know. We real. We
Yeah,
here.
we've been real up here.
Or are they?
You know.
Maybe they were the first AI.
Yeah.
But yeah, he sold it to himself.
Interesting.
Must be nice.
Let the Ball Bounce on IG. And we'll be back, man. We'll be back. Stay tuned to Let the Ball Bounce. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan is on the show. Y'all mad?
Who
Y'all
cares? Who cares?
Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Serenity Funeral Home. We are a family-owned and operated funeral home where we offer complete personalized funeral services, leading our community in funeral and cremation services. Make an appointment for your pre-need and at-need arrangements by calling us at 702-647-0123. Once again, that number is 702-647-0123. Serenity Funeral Home, caring for your loved ones as if they're our own.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
What that mean?
You got me on that one, brother. You got me.
Boy,
on that one. Look, man. I'm
we're
of this mindset.
gonna dedicate this show to all the crash outs.
Yeah, man. Peace to all the crash outs, man. I'm of this mindset. Even adults don't know how to use their words properly.
But
No, seriously. It's a lot of adults that don't know how to properly express themselves. So when you're faced with something as simple as that, where it really takes zero effort to really explain yourself, you find it difficult because it hasn't been your norm every single day of your life. So when you really trying to articulate something, but in your head you really trying to low-key go at somebody, it never comes off right because God don't like ugly. And that's what you get. And then you hit sin and you shaking and it's over now.
I don't understand what that means.
You know what I'm saying? You shaking and it's like, oh man, what did I just do?
I don't understand what that means.
So, yeah, that's that. And you probably won't.
Can you read it out loud or no?
Please do. Read it out loud. So. Read it out loud.
Might as well.
LeBron going on the Pat McAfee show is acting to me going on Quan's show when I've never been on the LTBB show. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what it means.
I don't know. It's tough.
Who wrote that?
SJ.
Oh, that's why I couldn't see it.
Whoa. That's tough.
Oh my God, we love y'all, man. We really do. But
I know I do. I
y'all,
love you guys.
you guys got to stop. You have to stop. You know, you guys have to stop.
Is that supposed to be a shade?
I didn't understand it.
To me, it's supposed to be a shade.
Okay. All right. Well, do they still got Shade Tree here in Vegas?
Yeah.
They do.
Okay.
Yeah, women's shelter.
Yeah, y'all go donate. Go donate some clothing and
The
some
women's
things
shelter.
over to the women's shelter.
To a real shade
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah, go donate some stuff.
Don't nobody
to the
care
real
about your shading at all.
Look, man, let the ball bounce. Look, we gonna talk about subjects sometime. It may be a little hard for y'all to understand, but you know,
It's all love.
yeah.
That's
well,
what
It ain't all
comes
love.
down to.
When you trying to show shade, it's not all love.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's not.
Yeah, all that politically correct shit. No.
Yeah, maybe it's
Nope.
not good.
Nope.
Maybe it's not.
Nope.
Billy, okay, all right.
Nope.
All right.
it ain't all love.
No.
all love.
Call it what it is.
Yeah.
Call it what it
Hey.
ain't.
We grown up here.
Yes,
Call
sir.
it what it is.
Yes, sir.
We grown.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna call it what it ain't.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes, sir.
we got to call it what it is. We got to, you know,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look, Sweet 16.
Yeah. Some Sweet 16
You know
basketball
what?
going on.
You know
man.
what? Yeah, we're gonna start with Sweet 16.
Yeah.
And then go to
Both men's and women's side.
men's and women's side.
Yep.
So Duke is still the favorite.
Duke is still in it.
I have. Is any part of you guys rooting for Duke?
No, I'm not rooting for him. No, I'll never do that.
Is it because of the UNLV
It's
beef?
strictly because of the UNLV beef. And secondly, it's the North Carolina. But if you're from Vegas, we're from Vegas first. If you're from Vegas, you simply don't root for Duke. You just don't. Just don't.
I like their coach though.
The current John Shire's a monster, bro. Look,
That dude was a beast.
Did you hear the story that Pat Bev told about
Bro, he
John
was
Shire?
a big. But see, I watched him play.
Brother, yes.
I grew up and I watched him play.
We watched him.
He could hoop.
John Shire,
I didn't know that
Look, man.
that
yes.
him getting poked in the eye.
Yeah, ended his whole I want to say it happened summer league here.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. Stopped him from playing. Legally blind in the eye. Couldn't go no further. Crazy. Wild stuff,
What
man.
a freak accident! Because
instant
I've gotten poked in the eye in basketball before.
Yeah, thought it was gone.
But he must have got poked.
He must have got poke. He must have got poke.
Yikes!
Yeah, yeah.
I like the coach.
I poked somebody in the eye one time, and I swear to you, I felt my whole.
Oh. No.
I couldn't do nothing. But dude, I'm sorry. God dang. But luckily, he had a little eye scar, but he was cool. He was able to still play. But man, when he.
Did it feel like you stuck your finger in macaroni and cheese, Billy?
You know what?
Yes.
Didn't expect you to say that,
Yes.
sir. Didn't expect
No, I didn't
you
know.
to
I got up
say
out of there.
that.
I got up out of there fast. I knew it was his eye. Oh my!
Didn't expect you to say that.
And that boy was hollering.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be some hollering now.
That is
That's crazy.
I use D3 when I'm messing with mac and cheese. And then I turn. Look, man.
Hey man.
Goose,
Here's
you
what it
you
is,
cannot.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
We are starting over.
Oh my God, man.
That's hilarious.
Your guy, Dre Bailey,
Man, Gustav.
Bill
That's
Blockham
funny,
Logan,
Pokem Logan.
Pokem
Logan.
Pokem Logan. So
Yeah, that's two nicknames.
So we
man.
can't root for Duke
Look,
as vegans.
I'm not rooting for them, but I picked them to win the national title from the start.
Oh, you picked him from the
I
start.
picked them from the start to win
Guess
the
who I
national
picked?
title.
Guess who I picked from the start? Heels.
Yeah. I knew that we would probably be done. I actually had us going to the Sweet 16 and getting put out there, but
How long of a leash do you give Hubert? Since Bill is an honorary
it's starting to wear thin.
Carolina fan.
And the only reason why I'm even giving him this much is because he ended up getting the #1 overall player in the class of 2025.
Oh, we're gonna see what he do.
So
He lost
with
Caleb
that-
Love though.
Yeah. Well,
Caleb
that
Love
was-
didn't want to pay for
That
him.
was transfer portal stuff, and Caleb Love felt his time had run its course there, and I'm not.
And it worked
I'm not
out
mad.
for him.
It worked out for him. Caleb Love he'll get drafted. He might
Most definitely get
he'll
drafted.
probably be a lottery pick.
Yeah,
probably.
The
Just
way
depends on need.
the way that he played
Yeah.
against Duke,
Yep.
leading up to the Sweet 16, showing some fight for that Arizona team. Caleb Love showed a lot of people that he can put the
he can
ball in
Love can play.
the bucket.
Yes, he can. So we'll see. But
Shout out to the St. Louis kid, man.
yeah, man, I'm giving Hubie just a touch because of him getting the #1 player in the class.
A touch of love,
just a touch.
a little bit,
Just a touch. I mean, because
just a little bit.
and the resiliency that the team showed, and even because if you look back on this season, right, like they were real like Jekyll and Hyde this year, man. There was really no overall consistency, but if you look at the end result, they won 20+ ball games. So I'm not going to completely punish the team nor Hubie. When you win 20+ ball games, it's the ACC. You already saw what they tried to do with the SEC because football wasn't really doing its thing. So they made the SEC the top conference by putting 14 teams out of 18 in the tournament.
That's what they
ridiculous. It's insane. But that happened, and North Carolina still end up getting a bid and not even winning the ACC tournament. So I'm giving just a little based on that.
We're used to seeing
Yeah, we used
North
to see
Carolina.
something totally different. Absolutely. No doubt.
And,
But what you're not used to seeing is in the ACC tournament, your veteran ball player step in when you got a chance to win the game or win the game at the line. Step in.
Yeah, that's tough.
What are you doing, man?
That's tough.
You know better than that.
That's tough.
Then when the game was over, you over there boo-hooing and crying.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
I'd have left him right there.
That's tough. Well,
What are you doing, man?
In the post game, you know, he was hugged up with Hubie, and Hubie was supporting him, and I mean, what? Let's just say they win that ball game, right? They went in as an 11 seed, right? They went in as an 11 seed, had to actually play a play-in game. What would that have changed? They would have been a 10 or 9, maybe. I honestly don't think it would have changed anything because they would have lost in the next round anyway. If they go in, I think they stay the same, 11 seed, and they have to play in. I don't think anything happens.
No.
Based on that. But to your point, Bill, you're correct. You're absolutely right.
Well,
you're a vet. Don't do that, bro.
Yeah, and if you here's another thing though. If you beat a team like Duke,
Yeah.
your arch rival,
Yeah. Which they have.
you go into the tournament with some confidence.
Yeah.
As a team,
I agree.
you know.
Yeah. And I think their confidence had kind of gone up prior to that.
Yeah, it
But to
did.
your point,
It did.
You beat Duke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the favorites to win the entire thing. Yeah.
Because Duke was not dominating that game.
No,
No.
they really
As
wasn't.
everybody thought they were. NC is playing you guys tough
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, you got Texas Tech going up against number 1 Florida today.
Yeah, they get slapped.
Slapped?
I like Texas Tech, but they finna get slapped.
I mean,
Texas Tech they've been hooping, bro.
last game,
I think they
Florida,
get slapped, though.
they really had some late threes, miracle threes that helped them get over that last game.
That's to my point too.
That's
to my point.
Yeah,
They haven't even played their best basketball.
they
yet, I
haven't.
think.
But I think this is a lot closer game than a lot of people are going to give it.
Okay. I respect that.
But Florida have shown that they can pull away the last 4 to 5 minutes.
Yep.
We'll see if that transpires
I was
again
gonna say,
today.
pay
against
attention
Texas
to the
Tech.
last 6 minutes of the ball game.
That's it. And then you got number 1 Duke going against Alabama.
That's going to be a good matchup, guard play wise. We saw Alabama here early in the season. They actually lost one of their key guys to a Achilles injury in that same ball game that we watched over at the MGM Grand. Alabama is a legit title contender. I think it ends here though.
Yeah.
Too much Cooper flag.
Yeah. And then you got Sunday. You got number 2 Tennessee against number 1 Houston. Now
That's
that
a very
game,
interesting matchup, bro.
do not sleep.
Shout out to the local kid,
Shout out to
Los
the Vegas kid,
Uzan.
man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Uzan, man.
Yeah.
Desert Pines kid, man.
Yeah.
Man.
DP.
Yeah, Hooper, bro.
I remember that kid was like
Yeah,
this.
Hooper,
He
bro.
That's
always
crazy.
had the ball in his hand.
Yeah,
Say that
Hooper,
again,
yeah.
Bill.
Yeah, Hooper,
He always
man.
what?
His dad's a coach. His older brother was a hooper.
Yep.
Cap.
Yep.
Shout out to Cap.
Yeah.
And Lil Uzan was always with a ball in his hand.
Yeah.
Always with a
With his
ball
dad and his brother.
in
Just
his
ball in
hand.
his hand.
Yeah.
He grew to 6'4".
Yeah.
Went to Oklahoma first, transferred and went to Houston.
And killing.
And they doing it. He's doing his thing, man.
Well,
Shout out to the local kid.
I
man.
want to send a message out to his dad, and I'm pleading to you as a father. You done good by keeping a ball in your
Shout out
son's
Mike,
hand.
man.
Yeah, man.
You done good.
Shout out Mike
As a
Uzan, man.
father.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
What in the heck?
What happened?
Fumble! Just like a cowboy. No, I'm just playing. As a father, you done
Sorry.
good.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
You done good.
You done well, man.
You done well, man. Since people can speak on, kids,
Yeah, what dad's not doing.
Yeah.
We're going to speak on what they are
what
doing.
they are doing. You done good.
Agreed.
You done good.
Yeah, man.
All right, that's gonna be a good game, man. I don't sleep on the Tennessee.
No.
Every year in the tournament, they're always upsetting somebody. Last year, Connect was.
Killing,
I'm
bro.
so surprised that
He became damn near
slipped to
a
the
lottery.
Lakers.
He became damn near a lottery pick off of that performance.
How did the Lakers get him?
I have no idea
When they drafted him, and
No
I'm not even a
idea.
Lakers guy, I was like,
I have no idea.
how that happened?
I have no idea how that happened.
Because they were so enamored with the foreign guys.
Yeah.
That's
Foreign
what it-
guys
that's
really
what it
took
was.
over the first part of the
Yes.
draft last year. You're right, Bill. You're absolutely correct.
And then the
Yeah.
Lakers tried to get rid of Connect and was like, oops, we don't really want to do it.
Well,
Because ever since, and then we'll go into that, the Charlotte Center, he's still been balling. He ain't been hurt.
He been hooping.
So what happened to the little report? Okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But that Tennessee-Houston game is going to
It's
be
gonna be fire.
a great game.
I think the lineups match up perfect.
Ooh, that's going to
That's
be good.
what's going to make it interesting because like you can't really pinpoint any like advantage.
No.
Because we always talk about guard play.
Yep.
and winning this tournament. They go hand in hand. Your guard play wins you this tournament.
Yep.
Perimeter offense, perimeter defense wins this tournament. And when you look at both of those teams, they have it.
That's going to be a great game.
And that's what's going to make it very, very interesting.
All the Sundays are going to be great because Michigan State, number 2, 30-6, going against number 1, Auburn, 31-5. That is going to be a great
Jason
game.
Richardson, son, hooping, bro. Jason,
That
nice,
boy-
dog.
That boy, nice.
Jace nice, dog. And like, he don't even look like he nice.
No,
though.
he don't.
Like, nothing. If you just look at him, you like, I don't know, who are you? But when the boy,
The boy got game.
man, the boy got game, G.
And Jason Richardson,
Yeah.
if you're watching right now, I'm pleading to you as a father,
As a father,
keep doing what you're doing. You're
Keep
doing a
doing
great
what you're doing,
job.
man.
Doing a
Keep
great
what you're
job.
doing,
Doing a
man.
great job, man.
Yeah, man.
The women,
Yeah.
ooh,
Got
so
got Oklahoma and UConn
right now,
right now.
8-5. Oklahoma got their early lead, and Paige says she's gonna come out this year and go to the WNBA.
With all of her injuries, she could have come back, but why stay? Aziz Fudd is gonna take over. You may.
She is a hooper, bro.
a real look.
She's a hooper.
The reason why
AZ
her
Flood?
name,
Yes.
the reason why
Oh
her
my
name
goodness.
hasn't rung bells
No.
is because she's been hurt,
Yes.
Billy. She tore her ACL twice.
Yes.
I followed her since her senior year of high school.
She is a
She
hooper.
is filthy out there, bro.
And she gonna stay.
When they played South
So
Carolina,
they're gonna be in good.
when they played South Carolina last month, and again, she ate
Aziz is
them
nice,
up, bro.
And
was like, oh.
word is, I forget little mama name that's at Florida State right now. She was the leading scorer in the
Why'd
country.
you pass that ball?
She just hit the transfer portal.
Oh yeah. Oof.
And if she locks up with UConn,
Oof.
that's going to be trouble.
Now that Paige is leaving.
Yes, that's going to be trouble. It's going to be trouble. You talking 25 a game coming over to Gino
Yeah.
or him?
Yeah.
It's going to be trouble.
You got number 5 Tennessee loss to number 1 Texas, and then earlier today TCU beat Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Bigby.
Yeah, shout out to Taylor Bigby, man, the other Vegas kid.
Yeah.
Really making her mark, coming off the bench over there at TCU. Don't be surprised. TCU end up in the Final Four.
Ooh
Don't
wee.
be surprised. Haley Van Lith, man.
You know, when
Special.
she was at LSU,
That just didn't.
She was
I
getting-
don't know what that was. That
she was
kinda-
getting worked.
Yeah,
Having to guard.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
And then she entered her name into the transfer portal again.
Again. She came from Louisville before
Should have
that.
stayed at Louisville.
Yeah.
if you ask me.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
But what do we know? We talking
man.
women's sports.
Hey, man.
What do
Hey,
we
you
man.
know what?
Hands
you know
off.
what? Van
Hands off,
Lith.
Billy.
You know what? Van Lith family. My bad.
Hands off. Hands off.
Oh man, she's hooping.
Yeah.
You know who her boyfriend is, right? I didn't know that until today. Suggs from the Orlando Magic.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jalen Suggs, man.
Yeah. So
One of the ones they were talking about he could play in the NFL right now.
what?
Simply because
And
he
that's
was a
why
high
you
school
out.
quarterback.
And that's why you out for the season. You
Simply
know what?
because he was a high school quarterback. They said, yeah, Jalen Suggs can go play in the NFL right now. No, he can't. Next subject.
Please.
He
Stop
was
it.
high school good. Let's keep it at that.
He was high school good.
Stop it. Probably could have. You know what? Let me not say that. He probably could have played college ball too. But you're telling me right now he can go do one NFL camp and he can make a roster? Y'all got to stop doing that, man. Y'all got to stop disrespecting these athletes out here, man.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
Well, Van, that's her little dude, man. That's
Yeah,
her little
okay,
main. That's
okay.
her little main.
Okay, copy that.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute, man.
Yeah.
Salute.
So yeah, man, that's what it is. We got a lot of parents on the show who kids are playing in sports, whether it be football, basketball, baseball.
Yeah.
And us as parents, sometimes we look at our kids and we're like, they're good, they're good, they're good, they're good, they're good. And then, you know, you got other coaches and other people that may not think that they're good.
Right.
Why is it that we feel that we can judge a Bronny James and LeBron James as a father-son and say that Bronny isn't good enough to make it into the NBA or belong in the NBA? His dad, nepotism is alive, and he got him into the league. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. But yeah, we got a lot of fathers out here in AAU basketball, football, baseball, who think their kids are just top notch, amazing. But if we say something bad to them about their kids, they want to fight.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How many times we done been at AAU basketball games and seen parents out there fighting?
Tripping.
Cause they sixth grade tournament, they want their kid to be the best.
So ridiculous.
Well, let's keep it a buck.
Alrighty.
Let's keep it a buck.
Could it be?
If LeBron James wasn't Bronny James' dad, he probably wouldn't be in the NBA. And it's okay. But since his dad is one of the greatest players to ever play this game, and his son is a hooper, and that's his dream, and that's his passion,
His dream.
and his dad has the ability to have his son fulfill his dream, not one person should have anything to say about that.
Come on, man.
Not one. But you got idiots. And yeah, I'm calling you idiots. You got idiots who are mad at that for a reason.
Big mad too. I'm talking about what ready to squabble.
You got idiots on national talk shows talking about he's not ready, he shouldn't be this, and who are you? Allow this man to succeed or fail at his dream. Because like LeBron said, hey man, he really don't have to play. I could put him as CEO of any of my companies and he would do just fine.
For sure.
He'll be worth
But
more
his
than he is
dream-
right now.
His dream is to play, and it's my
Responsibility
as a father
as a father.
to
Help.
help him. Which I think every parent who is on that side that doesn't want him to say he's not ready would do for their own children.
Man, look, or you would think. But we got some parents out there who just don't give a damn about their kids. And don't want to see their kids get further than them or be better than them.
That's crazy.
That's not how.
It's not the goal of
That's
parenthood.
not the goal of parenthood. At least in my home, I want my kids to be better
Way
than
better
me.
than me.
I am not trying to have. I don't want to have all the shine and be greater than my kid. I want them to be greater than me, man. Do better than me.
Please do better than me.
But some of y'all out there don't understand. I mean, it's right now. It's probably some parents.
It's fake morality, bro. That's
It
what.
is.
That's exactly what it is. It's fake morality.
How would you feel if I interview any one of y'all kids on the show? Let's just say maybe a football, and
Football.
Yeah,
Football's
football.
fine.
Football's fine. And I invited
UFL just started. We still in
Yeah.
football season.
I invited one of your sons to the game. I mean, to the show, and I asked him, hey, what's your 40 time? And he tells me, I ran a 4.6 or 4.8, and I looked at him and I said, trash. And I'm pleading to you as a father, stop doing this. Don't allow your son to play football if he's running a 4.7 in the 40. How would you feel? Some of y'all want to come up to the show and fight. Some of y'all watching the show right now, and I'm pleading to you right now. You're watching the show right now. You know your kid trash. But you still go hard in the paint for him, though, don't you?
As
You
a
still
parent, you're
want him to
supposed
get all the minutes.
As a parent, you're supposed to.
You still being friends with the coach. You want to donate your time to the program now so that your son can play. What's wrong with that?
I don't see an issue.
We see parents do it all the time.
Every parent that has something to say about Bronny not being in the NBA, if they had that chance, they would absolutely help their child. They can't sit here and say they wouldn't.
Man, it's a lot of people It's a lot of people that said, not my son.
It's a dumb debate.
A lot of people are saying, not my son. If he's not good enough, he ain't good enough.
Right,
He's his own man.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
But that wasn't Bronny. Bronny was a McDonald's All-American.
Mm-hmm.
He went to USC, and he played. He got playing time.
Yeah.
Started some games, I imagine. A lot of games.
Probably
So
did.
at the end of the day, the weak draft allowed this man to come out.
Because it was a very, very weak draft.
Yes.
There was nothing exciting about that,
Yes.
that last NBA draft at all.
Yes.
It was so subpar. We're talking about the 55th overall pick out of 58.
They don't even talk about Dalton Connect.
Nope.
No, they
Dalton
don't.
Connect gets no love.
You guys wasting your energy on a 55th pick.
So
And low key, Dalton Connect probably is playing the best out of all 58 picks right now.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to do a little research with that, but Dalton Connect probably overall.
Well, the dude from the Spurs is hooping.
Oh yeah.
Dude from
My
the
man,
Spurs
my man
is
over there.
hooping. Yeah.
But shoot, Dalton Connect probably playing
Yeah.
a little bit better than him.
Yeah.
If Dalton was getting the minutes, he did at the
Exactly.
beginning of the year.
There you go.
He was
There
doing a
you
lot,
go.
but he's just not getting the
Yeah,
minutes,
he's not getting the minutes
to
no more.
be, one
Right.
of the best rookies.
Right.
So
Yep.
let me get you guys' opinion about this this SAS 4-letter network guy who was crashing out the LeBron James versus Stephen A. Smith. What's going on? I mean, Stephen A. Smith is really crashing out, bro. He is bringing up Kobe Bryant, speaking on the dead. He's really like on a public campaign to try to ruin a reputation or just anything having to do with LeBron James. Like he's like his number one enemy right now. What's the issue with him?
I don't wanna say like jealousy or anything like that, because I just think it's a little farce for that. But I will say this. It's simply it could be a couple of things. Number one, entertainment value. Right? Even though we're in the middle of March Madness, we're 9 games or so left in the NBA season before playoffs start. Baseball just started. What better topic in the middle of March, beginning of April, to talk about than LeBron James? What sounds better right now? What sounds better? Baseball, March Madness, which is my favorite time of year, or talking about LeBron James? Let's keep it a bean. LeBron James. And LeBron James, even though it was probably scheduled, didn't make it no better going on the Pat McAfee show saying what he said.
Oh, he made it better.
Oh,
No, I'm saying
It's pretty
it was
petty.
definitely
He made-
purposeful.
I loved it.
I'm saying for
I
Stephen
loved
A.
it.
I'm saying for Stephen A. He didn't make it any better for him.
No.
It definitely rose the entertainment value up tremendously. But I mean, to me, it's an entertainment thing, man. And the novice is going to draw to it.
Stephen A. believes a lot. He believes everything that's coming out of his mouth.
Sure he does. Absolutely.
So here's my take on it. And this goes back This goes back years.
Boy.
This goes back years. The first time that you seen Stephen A. Smith kind of crash out because somebody came back at him.
Ooh-wee.
But don't y'all remember Kevin Durant's last year in OKC during the playoff run? Yeah. Stephen A. Smith's on First Take. My sources tell me,
man,
that Kevin Durant will be a Laker next year.
Yeah.
On TV, national TV.
That happened.
So Kevin Durant tweeted, I don't even talk to this dude.
From his burner phone.
Where did he get this information?
That's crazy.
So when the tweet came out, what Kevin Durant did, Stephen A. Smith comes back, he had to retort.
All the time.
He had to retort the next day. Put that camera on me. How dare you question my credibility as a journalist?
Because it didn't happen.
Because it didn't happen. And first of all, why would he say anything during a playoff run with his current team?
Geppetto's son.
That's crazy.
Yikes.
Why would he tell anybody where he's going during the playoff run in the National Basketball League? He's with his teammates.
That's the part that's been missed.
That's when I lost respect for Stephen A. Smith. Right there. Because you talking about your sources. You're an NBA guy now. Yeah. So you saying your sources.
You're supposed to
okay.
have them all. You're supposed to have your sources on
lock.
lock.
Your sources supposed to be on lock. Where did Kevin Durant go?
Golden State Warriors.
So to me, that's when when I seen him crashing out on First Take that day, ranting and raving about Kevin Durant. And you know, we've talked, and you've told me face to face that this and that. Kevin Durant's like, dude, I don't even talk to you.
I don't know you.
What is you talking about?
I don't even know you, dog.
He was mad, bro. He was mad. So going to the LeBron thing, he's mad because LeBron went on Pat McAfee's show.
Yep, and wouldn't come on his.
And not only that, like I said last week.
Yep.
He keeping him off the shop. Because Rich Paul, Maverick Carter said, we'd love for you to be on there. And LeBron said,
nah.
I don't want this clown on my show.
Remember,
this is my show. This is my show.
And you big mad.
Yeah.
You run
so he goes on. Yeah, so he goes on First Take or his little podcast and says, "Yeah, that must be LeBron not liking me, don't want me to be on the show." It's his show.
It's his show.
He can have whoever he wants or don't want on his show.
That part, kind of like us over here. Let the ball.
You
go.
on TV?
We invite everybody.
You on TV first thing in the morning, and you got your podcast that gets clicks from here or there during the day. About what you said and this and that. So, dude, I don't want to see you no more.
No. And then he crashed out on Kyrie.
Yeah. So
he also crashed out on Kyrie.
Yeah, that was crazy.
If I was put the camera on me.
Yeah, that was crazy.
If I was a GM around the league, I would not bring this guy into. So now
he should retire.
So now
that's another thing. He said.
Now you're trying to stop teams from employing someone now?
He takes it personal, bro.
Yeah, that's nuts.
He takes it personal. That's personal. Then he can't stop talking about it.
He can't. He makes himself look worse, bro.
And I think he was mad when Pat McAfee asked him something, and he said, "Man, that's the first MFer that was going to want to chime in." I said, "Oh,
it's the truth." He said he probably at home right now in his tighty whities.
Yeah, eat some ice cream.
That was funny. That was hilarious.
You know, because throughout LeBron's career, he doesn't really and rarely gives interviews to people.
Dude, I was surprised. I sat there and I had to watch it. I was like, "Oh, he's on."
He did it on purpose because. Stephen A. Smith and Pat McAfee, they don't really get along like that. They're on the 4-letter network, network.
Yeah. Pat do his show from Indiana though,
right? And so LeBron was like, "Yeah, let me go ahead and be petty and go on Pat's show." Yeah. while we're out here, because they were already. It ain't like he flew in and made it a person. You know, they were there already. So for some of y'all who say, why did he go away out there to gossip?
They're on a road trip.
Please know your sports, people. Please. And then Stephen A. said, because I would have swung on him.
Who? He's the only one gonna bring up some fighting. We
saw your swing, Stephen A.
LeBron had no intentions on fighting you when he came up to confront you about what he had to say to you.
We saw your swing, bro.
Didn't LeBron tweet that out?
Blame the person holding your focus mitts for what we saw.
No, but blame him for putting on the gloves.
No. If you saw where the focus mitt was.
Well, he had some truth.
Like that.
He had some truth in it somewhere. He said, I probably would have got my ass kicked, but if that man would have swung on me, I'd have swung
for the record
immediately
that while
back
we
on
bring
him.
up that, let me assure you, it wouldn't have gone down like that. I would have gotten my ass kicked because had that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately.
Well, why are you bringing up fighting?
Posted on his Instagram these 2 videos.
Nobody wants to put their hands.
Oh my God! Look at the swing.
Look what a left focus mitt is. Why are you putting it down there? What's down there?
Nobody.
What's down there?
Look,
I want to know what's down there.
Look.
Can somebody tell me what's down there?
No one that's a world-class athlete,
guys,
like LeBron James, would want to put hands on you. That's an easy win.
Why
bro.
is he bringing up fighting?
Guys,
bringing up fighting?
Why?
You trying to show your manhood? I would have swung back on him.
He tried to say there was people in the comments saying LeBron would have did this and this.
Why are you responding to anybody in the comments
on your whole
But that
podcast?
wasn't LeBron's intention.
Oh boy,
that wasn't LeBron's
if LeBron's intention was to come over and put hands on you, trust me,
hands would put on you.
Hands would have been put on you.
Yeah, he'd have slapped you right there where you stood. But I'm getting back to this focus mitt, man. Y'all not listening to me, man. Why was the man holding the focus mitt
way
got
down
that
there?
Thing down here? What's down there that you hidden, sir? That is below the belt. What's going on?
Oh, God,
ain't nobody hidden down there in the sport box.
I can't, bro.
Man, this thing, it had that thing at his kneecap.
I think that Stephen A. is going to have to. I think ESPN may make him come out and do like an apology or something, because he's crashing out and he's making it a whole campaign to try to just go at LeBron. And
well, when they put you as the face of the network, when they put him as the face of the network, gave him the highest,
gave him $100 million.
Yes. He probably now feels that he can do all this.
He been felt like that, though.
Yeah.
That's tragic.
When he did that to Michelle Beadle,
yep,
they came to him quick. Hey, man, you need to go. And what did he do?
Yep.
I just want to apologize.
See, they're not gonna trip if he's going after another black man, but let him come at one of these white ladies.
The thing about it is, LeBron don't do a lot of interviews and stuff like that. No. So, but if LeBron was a friend of the 4-letter network,
it'll be a problem.
They would say, Steve, you need to calm down, bro.
Well, Stephen A. Smith did say a couple of days ago, I like Pat McAfee, and he, all the shows on ESPN, but us over at ESPN, we're not gonna be. I'm like, oh, he's speaking for the whole ESPN,
for the whole network.
Oh wow, it's tragic.
Amen.
Major League Baseball.
It is in.
It's in.
It is in.
Big ups to my Yankees.
Yeah.
Who beat the Brewers today. Another big at bat, 20-6.
Yeah, it was doomed from the start today.
Your boy had 3 home runs, Aaron Judd, and
he went crazy today.
Chisholm had a home run, man. And guess who hurt? Goose, let's go ahead and talk about it.
We talked about Garrett Cole being out.
Before
the year started. Tommy John.
Yeah, we're not talking about Garrett Cole. Well, I just want to ask you,
I mean, it's inevitable.
What's inevitable?
It's inevitable, man.
Goose, what's inevitable?
Giancarlo is going. It's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. Like
Goose, I'm trying.
It's going to be a thing.
Goose, I'm trying.
But it's 162 of these things, man.
Goose,
you're gonna get him back at some point. What's wrong with him? Because I don't know the extent of the injury.
Elbow.
Okay, he'll be all right.
What are you doing in the off season?
He'll be all right. I don't know. Something that involves extended elbow. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
Goose, I'm trying.
I know.
And I'm only trying because of you. I got to sit here with you every Saturday, and every year we talk about Giancarlo standing. And
I get it. But let's go off what he's done for you lately
in the playoffs.
Let's stick it there.
In the playoffs,
my man came through.
He did,
and we got the same issues. I mean, this is the second time that Ronald Acuna Jr. done tore his ACL. Second time. We got Spencer Strider, our ace, sitting on the disabled list. We might not see him until All-Star break. Like these types of things go down. It sucks.
Yeah, but
I understand. I understand, bro. I get it.
Look,
you get him back at some point. You ingratiate him slowly into the lineup and see what goes down from there.
Bill, all he has to do is walk from the dugout to the plate.
That's crazy.
Because he's a DH. All he has to do is walk from there
That's nuts, bro.
to here.
That's nuts.
And you can't do that?
Get some swings in.
That's nuts.
And get some swings in.
That's nuts, man.
Let me tell you, man, we went upside the Brewers' head today.
Yeah.
Kind of like somebody went upside Sherm's head a couple weeks ago. Sherm is he's a Milwaukee Brewer fan.
Big Brewer fan.
And he must have hopped in his DeLorean and went to the future to get this ass whooping from the Yankees, then go back to the future to show everybody.
Yo.
What did Sherm say happened? He said he got elbowed. Boy, bye. I'm going to hit you with the boy, bye. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. And where'd you get elbowed at? On the red eye to Hawaii? Boy, sit down. Come on, y'all. Make it make sense.
Mims.
Make it make sense. I didn't been elbowed before playing basketball, football, and it didn't look like that. I'm pleading to you as a human right now, Sherm. Oh, man. Goose, you good? Man, look.
I got a question. And I think I'll get a fair answer out of the three of y'all, other than me sitting in this studio. I think I'll get a fair answer out of this. Bill, I'm going to ask you first. While playing basketball, or any other sport for that matter, if you were elbowed, punched, whatever the case may be, in the eye, have skid marks ever ended up on your face in the process? I'm asking.
Man.
I'm asking that because if you just get elbowed, right, and that's the extent of it, I don't think like a tractor trailer or a bike or anything of that sort came and like ran you over after that. Elbow, bike tire. Like, I don't think that like coincides with that.
And I've been elbowed. before.
Yes. I think at some point
I've been
all
there,
of us
bro.
have caught a stray.
We've caught a stray.
Everybody's caught a stray.
I caught a stray, broke the skin,
Yeah.
had to have stitches.
Yeah, little white meat. Little white meat show up.
I caught a stray. Somebody's elbow came down on my face.
That's the worst.
On the left side, I broke my orbital bone around here, and the top part of my nose right here was fractured. And I'm laying on the ground in the basketball game. And this is actually in the game with ex-UNLV great, played for Wizards, played with the say it again?
Kenyon Clark?
No. Tyrone Nesby.
Nesby.
It was against his squad.
Yeah.
And I'm laying on the ground, and the homie came over. He's like, "Dre, man, get up." And let me tell you, the pain. I said, I can't. I can't get up. I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm about to pass out. And yeah, it didn't look like that though, like that there. Come on, man. To me, it looked like somebody was holding something to your face and they said, and I would like a double quarter pounder with cheese. Come on, man.
Now, personally, and I want to ask you three
Boy,
questions.
bye.
When you got elbowed, did you have skid marks?
Never.
Okay.
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
I think that's my entire point.
Yeah, so
Sherm, we're going to have you come up here and
skid marks was
really.
never part of my elbow experience.
We're going to have to really. Boy,
Just a break in the skin.
that is a Kimbo Slice elbow.
Yikes, Sherm.
Come on, Sherm. We glad that you safe, but we need to know exactly.
Boy, they got to your frontal lobe.
You
sir.
know what?
Yikes. Damn.
It's the
You know,
Arsenio
when you
Hall
say,
finger.
when you say
to
it like
me.
this,
Damn.
It's the Arsenio Hall finger for me. It's the finger.
He didn't have to point it out.
No, you
We see
didn't.
it.
It's quite
We
apparent.
see it.
We see it.
It's quite apparent. It jumps off the screen, literally.
That's a cold elbow,
That's
though.
a cold elbow. We love you, though, Sean.
So Dusty Rhodes elbow right there.
Boy. That
Dusty
is some
Rhodes.
Coco Beware off the top turnbuckle.
Man, look.
That is Ultimate Warrior
That's a
elbow
MMA.
right there.
That's a UFC elbow.
That is quite the bow.
Sheesh.
I mean, the elbow could do that if you're in, like you said, UFC, MMA type of deal.
Or you
Sharp
got,
elbow.
or you got drug across the asphalt. You know, like stuff like that.
I don't know.
He really said it was basketball?
Man,
I don't think it was basketball. I think it was football.
Oh.
okay.
I
I
don't
caught an
know.
elbow out there on the flag
I mean,
field,
if you got
too.
elbowed and someone pushed him from behind at the same time, so he got elbowed, cut that open, and they got pushed down as
Okay.
his momentum was going.
Thanks,
and he
Quan.
hit the grass.
Thanks, Quan.
Okay.
And
Thanks, Quan.
skid, and then there was a rock in
Thanks-
the grass.
thanks, Quan.
And then he hit that rock.
Okay.
Thanks, Quan.
Then it would do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Vinny Gelato said, I
Shout
was
out, Vinny.
there when
Shout out,
he
Vinny.
got hit.
Okay.
Shout out, Vinny.
Laughing my ass off. Dude never attempted to pull his flag.
Okay.
Oh, okay, right on, Vinny.
All right, Vinny.
All right.
It just don't look like it, Vinny. That's all. It's just-
I thought maybe he was
Vinny
trying to get
just
away
don't look
like
like-
Tiger Woods was, like that
Yeah,
there. And one of the-
Vinny was there. Vinny been out there playing flag just as long as anybody else have. I'm rocking with Vinny. If Vinny say that it's good, it's good.
I thought maybe that
It just
nine
don't look
iron.
like it.
I thought maybe that 9 iron on his way out the crib. That young 9 iron.
That'd have done a whole lot more damage than that.
Man, look,
But yeah,
we love y'all,
Vinny
man.
say it's good, it's good. Right on, V.
Sherm, you know we got to pick on you, man.
We got to, man.
got to.
We have to, bro.
You know,
You're not gonna
but you
get on
pointing
this.
at it is the same thing as you pointing at your arm. We know it's running, or pointing at sweat. We know it's coming down.
We know it's there. We know it's there.
Oh man,
Hilarious.
it is hilarious.
Hilarious, man.
That's what Stephen A. would have looked like had LeBron came over
Boy.
and bust him upside his
What?
head.
Boy.
Oh
Been all
man.
bad. No, man.
Oh
But
man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Stephen A. must think LeBron is some dummy.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Dude didn't get to be 40 and playing the league
at
for
this
21
level,
years as
playing
a
at
dummy.
this level. Yeah, come on, man.
Why
Come
would
on,
he hit
Stephen
you?
A.
And my thing is, if Bronny ain't supposed to be in the league, how is he getting 17-point points? Oh, it was garbage minutes. He played 30 minutes.
Played 30 minutes.
He played in the first quarter.
Yeah, like, what are we talking about? Boy, folks will move the goalposts anytime they get a chance.
He had 8 points in the first quarter, I believe.
Man, they will move the goalposts.
That's crazy.
And JJ Redick called him out a long time ago. You can find that too, where he told Kendrick Perkins, like.
Yeah.
And what's up with Kendrick Perkins?
Hey, man.
I blocked LeBron James. He ain't calling you.
So?
What do y'all got to get on the phone and talk about?
I mean, they mad at
He
Bron.
unfollowed me, so I blocked him. Okay.
Nice.
I don't think LeBron was ever calling you anyway if y'all was
Don't think he was.
Facebook friends or
think
whatever.
that was ever
he
a
wasn't
thing.
y'all wasn't communicating like that.
Boy, I'm
Bro,
telling
you
you.
see how ESPN was like 5 to 10 years ago? Like all the
Yeah.
personalities, all the good shows.
Yeah, man.
And then you look at it now, like it's
crabs- it's
I
crabs
really
in the barrel.
cannot watch
I
anything
can't
don't.
watch
I
it,
don't.
man.
I can
It's
only
crabs in
watch
the barrel.
sports. I
can't watch
And I
it.
used to sit there from 7 a.m. and have it on all day.
I
And there
can't.
was show after show you could watch, and it was entertaining. And now you can't watch any of these people. Inside the NBA with 10 women and Brian Windhorst,
11 women.
Really?
and then Kendrick.
Yeah.
Like, what do you? He never says anything.
No.
They cut all of the good people out. They took Jalen Rose up off there like that.
we know why that
Because he touched Malika's armpit and she almost said the R word.
Come on, man.
Can you find that clip? What
I
did
hate
he
her.
really?
Tell us
Did
how you
he?
feel, Quan.
Did he really? He's qualified to say it because she's married to a white guy, and he can speak on that. I don't understand why they're taking all of the good personalities off. I just don't. I don't understand. Maybe it's because they were. Maybe it's because they were giving other players, good feedback. Because we don't hear anything really positive coming out of Stephen A. Smith mouth as far as, hey, today I'm going to do an interview with so-and-so. He's doing good in the community ever since he left basketball or baseball or football. He's been donating his time over here and he's invested in this. And let's highlight this black man. He ain't doing those type of shows. That's what Let the Ball Bounce do.
Dude,
That's what we do.
This dude had the nerve to say this when he was on somebody's podcast, and they asked him about his contract negotiations with ESPN's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked him, do you think you're worth the estimated money that they're saying that you're going to get? He said, well, I'll tell you this. There's a guy in the NFL that makes 60 million a year,
Why are you comparing yourself to an NFL player, number one? Go ahead, though, Bill. Go ahead.
who's only won 2 playoff games.
Yeah, I saw that clip. Like, what are you doing?
So I have the number one show on ESPN.
Shut up.
So if you want to say I'm worth it, yes, I'm worth it.
Be quiet.
You comparing yourself to an NFL quarterback?
Come on, dog.
That people are trying to kill every play. Stop, sir.
What a clown.
Stop it, man.
I ain't against you getting your money,
I get it, but come on.
but you cannot compare you sitting down talking about sports, criticizing.
That's all he do. Because he's not having people on his show, like I just said,
Mad,
and highlighting.
disappointed because you don't have a tenth of the talent that any of these dudes have as a basketball player, football player,
A
whatever.
fighter, none of that.
None of that.
And right now, I'm going to speak and tell you in Goose's voice, your journalism is irresponsible right now.
Responsible journalism, man.
The way that you're going about going back at LeBron and just do it, it's irresponsible.
Because he'll tell you, I'm a journalist first.
Okay, well, right now your journalism is irresponsible, and I'm pleading to you as a journalist,
As a fellow journalist,
you have a responsibility and a duty to report what you see, good and bad, not just bad. Let's focus on some good. Let's even this little seesaw thing out a little bit. Because that's what he's not doing. So,
yeah.
LeBron is mad at me because I don't consider him a GOAT. Really, bro?
He don't care.
He don't care about what you consider him.
I can't, bro. I just I can't.
Really? Did you hear him say that, or did you just come up with your egotistical rant?
I got a question in regards to that, Billy, because I want to kind of get a consensus here.
I can't.
How many spots would we consider? Because a lot of people have their person they want to put as the top GOAT, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how many spots would we like advocate or delegate for GOAT status?
Mount Rushmore.
So 4.
4.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So Michael Jordan, we can all agree on that, right?
You want to give your 4? I'll give
We're
my
all
4.
gonna no.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So
Mike?
Michael Jordan, we can all agree. Michael Jordan, top spot, right?
I'll put Mike up there for sure.
Would we put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in that GOAT spot?
I would put him as
based on accolades from high school all the way to the pros.
GOAT.
He would have to be in the GOAT conversation, right?
Because UCLA, GOAT.
No question.
Bucks, Lakers,
Absolutely.
GOAT.
After those two people, you can basically scramble 15, maybe 10 to 15 guys. We'll just say we'll say 10. You can scramble 10 guys and fill the other 2 spots.
And
you can literally scramble 10 guys and fill the other 2 spots.
And you could put Bill Russell in that
Sure you
thing.
can.
You could put Magic Johnson.
Sure you can.
In that thing. You could put Kobe Bryant.
Sure you
in that
can.
thing. You could put LeBron James.
Sure you can.
In that thing. You could put Wilt.
Sure you
in
can.
that thing. You could put
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird in that thing. What about Dr. J? You throwing Dr. J in there maybe? Moses Malone?
I'm not going to do Dr. J.
This is
but I wouldn't be mad at anybody that did.
This is why I say there is no one GOAT because it's so
many.
It's fluid.
Come on, man.
It changes.
You can't do that.
From person to person.
Yep.
It changes.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So he's at the table. Let's
There
say
you
that.
go.
Oh, no doubt about it.
LeBron is at the table.
If it's a 10-seat round table, like at a banquet, LeBron James is at that table.
He's at the table.
He's at the table. So let's chill out, man.
And his career,
his career's at the table. His career's at the table.
Speaks for itself.
No
Stephen
doubt.
A. Smith.
No doubt.
No matter what you consider him, you can consider Michael Jordan your GOAT all you want. That's fine. A lot of people do. You're not the only one.
99% of people do.
Yes.
So it's not some breaking news that you're. You know what I'm saying? It's just not.
Yeah. But you know what? A lot of people will consider
Steph Curry?
LeBron James right behind him.
Is Steph Curry at that table?
Sure he is.
You can put him at the table.
Yes.
I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be upset if you did.
He's there.
He's the greatest shooter we've ever seen in our lives.
Bro.
It's the greatest shooter we've ever seen in our lives.
But the consensus from a lot of people, especially a lot of modern people, is that LeBron is right behind Jordan.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
That's it. That's what it is.
Shaq at the table? No? Shaq not at the table?
Ooh.
My favorite player of all time, I'd have to.
I used to have. I started watching Shaq highlights on other teams.
I would say Shaq would be at the 10 person.
The second half of his career was horrible.
Now that I'm with you.
When he went to Miami, he won one, and after that, he was getting traded. No team wanted to keep him.
Yeah, it started to get bad in Miami. A lot of people don't even
and that's
don't
why he
even
got
realize
traded
that.
to Phoenix.
It started to get bad in Miami.
And then in Phoenix, he
Somebody
was
carried
okay.
him a little.
Man, he averaged
Cleveland,
13 points a game in the finals, bro.
He wasn't good in Cleveland, and then he went to
Wasn't good.
Boston.
Yeah, it just got all bad. He was just a seat
The end of his career was kind of tragic.
Yeah, it was bad. And that's coming from me. This is my favorite.
Would you put him over
player.
Akeem?
No,
Gray?
I'm not putting him over Akeem.
Wilt?
I'll put him over Wilt. I'm not putting him over Akeem though.
Over Wilt?
Just in terms of dominance, pure dominance in the era that he dominated in.
Wait, Wilt dominated?
No. I'm saying in the era that he dominated in, where it was like every top center known to man he played against.
Even when Wilt was old, he was still balling.
I would put him over Akeem.
You put him over Akeem?
Yes.
My favorite player of all time, I can't do it because Akeem cooked him. I can't do it. I see what you're saying, though. I can't personally do it, though.
He was dominant. He changed
No
the
question.
game. He was dominant.
He played against 90% of the most dominant centers we've ever seen play the game.
If Shaq had work ethic and stayed in shape, he would have been the best player of all time.
That's all
No
Kobe
doubt.
wanted.
No doubt.
That's
all Kobe asked for.
wanted.
That's all he asked for.
That's all Kobe wanted. So we can win about 6, 7 more of these things.
Yeah, because they could have and probably should have if that had been the case. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally agree. My favorite player of all time, but my man had some struggles, bro.
You think Shaq was the reason he was going hard against Dwight Howard, which congratulations to Dwight Howard getting his number retired over in Orlando, and he really was emotional about it, and deserving so. I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer to me. And do you think Shaq was feeling a little,
Probably felt some kind of way.
some kind of way that
he was in his
Dwight
feelings.
Howard was that guy, like,
his feelings a little bit.
and just called himself Superman too, and he was just a center who can jump. Like, you show his highlights from Orlando and stuff like that, man. Was he the best Orlando center of all time?
He did more from an individual standpoint in the Orlando Magic uniform than Shaq did.
But he's
He
not.
did more.
He's not the
I'm
greatest
not gonna say-
Orlando
I'm not gonna
center
say
of
he
all
was
time.
better than Shaq. I'm not saying that he was better than Shaq.
I don't
But
say
from
he's
an
the greatest.
accolade standpoint,
He's behind Shaq, bro.
he did more in an Orlando
In
uniform
Orlando.
than Shaq did.
He's behind Shaq, bro.
I'm talking about in Orlando.
In Orlando.
He did
Shaq
more.
was only there 4 years. We got to remember that.
Exactly.
We forget
and Dwight
he
Howard
wasn't
has
there that long.
4 Defensive Player of the Year awards.
I'm going.
And also got his team to the finals.
And also did the same thing Shaq did. Got his team
with,
to the
with
finals.
no Penny Hardaway.
with a Jameer Nelson.
He got him there with Michael Petrus.
Yeah, he did.
Come
and
on.
Turkaloo. You know,
Yeah.
I
And J.J. Redick.
And J.J. Redick, yes.
And Skip to my Lou.
Wow.
I'm gonna go on record and say that Dwight Howard is the greatest Orlando Magic center. Greater than Shaq.
Can't agree with you on that one.
From an accolade standpoint, I'd agree. I'm not agreeing just player for player, though. From an accolade standpoint, that's an easy pick. No doubt it's Dwight.
forget,
I'm
but
saying
not from a player to player.
From
Not
what
player
I
to player
saw,
at all. Not player
I
to
ain't
player.
put no accolades in it or nothing. Shaq was better than
Shaq was a better basketball player. Yes.
I'm just gonna have to go with Dwight Howard. A lot of people forget how much this kid who came out of high school.
And here's the Orlando Magic stats on the screen.
Comparable.
But that's a lot more games.
That's
so,
a
I mean,
whole lot
he
more
played
games.
a lot.
Let's see, Shaq averaged more minutes, averaged more points a game, about even rebounding. Shaq averaged more blocks.
Yeah, I might have to go with Bill.
Yeah, I mean, Shaq.
There's
yeah,
longevity
Shaq's
with
the
Dwight.
Better player.
There's longevity with
Yeah,
Dwight
and
because
you-
he
Shaq's a better
played
player,
like
though.
And you know me, I love to
better
play the longevity game.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you got
It's a good
longevity
game to
with
play.
me,
It's a good
if
game
you
to
got
play.
longevity with me,
No, it's a good game to play. It's valid though. It's a good valid game to play.
Ooh.
Truly.
I think that's a great debate. I may
Kudos
have
for
to
his
do that.
longevity.
But that's 27 and 12.5 versus 18 and 13.
Kudos
That's
for his longevity.
and then block shots.
But what I saw,
Wait, he has more blocks than Dwight per game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
but what I
I
saw,
wouldn't even think that though.
Yeah.
Shaq was dominant.
you just said it.
Yeah,
Shaq was dominant.
He was really dominant,
Very
and that's
dominant.
why I say I put him at that 10-person
Like-
table.
like,
He has to be at that
Shaq
table.
could be at that table, man.
Sure, he's at the table.
Yeah, but he ain't. He yeah, he'll have.
I
a
mean,
night.
but in your opinion, he's not the greatest
No.
Orlando Magic center.
So let's look at his era of centers, right? He didn't play against Kareem. He didn't play against George Mikan. He didn't play against
George Mikan.
No. I'm naming dominant centers, right? So it wasn't Kareem, wasn't
They
George
pretty much
Mikan.
played against the same centers.
He played, but I'm saying Shaq played against, like, we talking Patrick Ewing,
The all-around
Hakeem,
best era of centers. That was all-around
No
best era.
doubt about it. That was the all-around best era of centers that the league ever saw.
Robinson.
Shaq played against them.
Hakeem.
I'm talking athletic David Robinson, Akeem Olajuwon that cooked everybody.
Don't sleep on Rick Smits.
I'm sleeping on Rich Smith, but I understand where you come from. But he was skilled.
Wow.
But I'm sleeping on him. In this conversation, he
He's
slept
white.
on.
Can you please put Mark Eden in there, please? Thank you.
You know what? I'm not gonna say nothing bad about Mark Eden.
He fell off a motorcycle.
Ostertag. Can we put old Greg
I'm
Ostertag
not
in there?
gonna.
That
No,
was tragic. That was tragic.
Put Greg Ostertag in
but that was the all-around best era of
Big
centers.
country. Brian
Greg-
Greg
was played.
Ostertag.
But
Look,
Shaq
he
played
gave a
against
lot
them.
of people fits though. Don't get it twisted. It's Greg Ostertag. You're not gonna put Odin Polynice in there because he plays center.
No, we good. We good, fam. But yeah, definitely the best era of centers.
Yeah,
No
Shaq
question.
came in when Shaq came in the league. That was probably the
And all them
best
dudes,
era of the
all them
centers.
dudes was in their prime.
Yeah.
when he came
You
in
know.
as a rookie, them dudes was in their prime.
But then they start ushering out the league,
Yeah, and then he started.
He was
and
dominant,
and
bro.
Dwight came in the league.
Yep.
They pretty much played against the same centers.
Yep.
You know,
You right.
Wait, Dwight didn't play against most of them.
no,
he
not
play
most,
against-
Not,
He talking about
I'm
the-
saying
he-
after
I was
they-
talking about
after-
Shaq.
After that great era of centers ushered out the league, retired and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Shaq played
Him and
against us.
okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Against Yao Ming.
Yao Ming's the
He was only real dominant center.
Yeah,
when,
he was only one.
the
Was he
Dikembe
dominant?
Mutombos.
Yeah.
He averaged 20 a game,
For a few
19 a
years.
game. Yeah.
For
How
the
long
3
was
years
he?
he
How long
played.
was he in the league?
4 or 5 years. He was killing it when he first came in. I mean, it was.
Man. What about Hibbert?
Don't do
Roy
that.
Hibbert.
Please
Don't
stop.
do that. Don't do that. Don't
Two
do
left
that.
feet.
Because now you don't do that.
Please stop.
Because you know how much hope I had for Roy Hibbert, bro. You know
tragic.
this.
It's tragic.
I just, oh gosh, I wanted him to succeed so much, man. I think I wanted him to succeed more than he wanted him
That's
to succeed.
tragic.
Now,
I really do. I
Now.
really do.
now,
Yeah. I really do.
before we end the show,
Please go ahead and bring it up because it needs to be brought up.
let's talk about what Asante Samuel
Oh,
said.
boy.
My God.
Stop it, Asante.
Bill feels different.
Stop
That's
it,
why it's gonna
Asante.
be a good. It's gonna be a good conversation.
Stop it, Asante.
I'm just saying, Asante Samuel got every right to say what he said.
Ooh, here we go.
You don't think he does?
Explain.
Well.
Explain. Explain.
You didn't see what he said?
I mean, you got a lot of people watching that probably don't know.
Well, he pretty much said that if y'all think that I am going to be one of the ones that say he's one of the best he's the best cornerback to ever live, he said y'all out your mind.
Deion Sanders. He's talking about.
Yes,
Yeah.
because he said if you compare my career to his,
It's about the same. Numbers wise. And folks didn't throw the Deion side half the time.
they threw the Deion side. Let's stop that cap now, right now. They threw to his side.
Bro, there were games where Deion was out there
Against
yawning,
bums,
bro. He was
against
out-
bums,
that
but
man was out
Jerry
there
Rice
yawning,
went
bro.
at Joe Montana and Steve Young went at him.
Yes, that's because you got Jerry Rice. That's Jerry
But
Rice.
if he cut down half of the field, Why would they still throw at him if he was that good?
Because that's
if he
Jerry
was that
Rice,
good,
Billy.
if he's that good,
But that's Jerry though.
I understand that. So that's
about
cap.
Jerry.
That's mythological to me. when they didn't throw to his side, that means he was playing against second, third rate number ones.
And congratulations on Deion getting a
New contract.
extension
Yes.
and a new contract.
5 for 54, man.
Well deserved.
But I would say Asante Samuel has every right to say what he said.
Well, he ain't better than Deion.
I don't think he's better than Deion.
And Deion is the GOAT when it comes to that position.
What's better? What's better?
His speed,
I think
the
overall cover ability.
the cover ability, just being able to be able to be toe to toe with his dude.
Now, we're
wherever
talking
he
about
went.
them as a complete football player or just as a corner?
Complete.
Oh, well,
That's been my argument.
Then
That's
this ain't
my
even
argument.
no conversation. Deion returned punts, kickoffs. We ain't talking about that. No, let's not enter that into the
that's
conversation.
a bonus. That's a bonus.
bonus?
Well, you said complete football player.
That's a bonus, man.
So the
Okay,
I'm
bonus
talking
don't
about
count?
as a cornerback.
Okay, just as a
we
corner.
know Asante Samuel didn't return punts. We
Okay.
already know that.
Okay.
But as a cornerback,
All right. I still think
Asante Samuel
think it's prime.
did just exactly what Deion did.
Okay, well, Asante, you will not
Can
be.
you
in
pull
the-
up those numbers, Quan?
Asante-
The comparison numbers? Because I actually think Asante Samuel didn't do that.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Hey,
He didn't.
Must be the money.
boy, this song's hard.
Are you serious?
Must be the money. Must be the money. Squabble up. Squabble up.
Hey,
Yeah.
boy, look, Bill, you got a problem with Deion. Look,
That wasn't no hard song. Stop.
Yes, it was, Billy.
And stop it.
hey,
Must be the money.
He's trying not to like
Be
it.
the money.
He's trying not to like it right now, but he likes it.
Must be the money.
He's trying not to like it, but he likes it.
not to like it.
must be the money.
Yeah, hey. Come on.
Boy, that song hard.
Yeah.
Like that there.
Yeah. I love it, man.
If I was
I
at the
love
club, I'd
it.
go right to the DJ. Play Must Be the Money like that there.
Oh, wait.
Must be the money. Hey. Must be the money. Bill, what is the issue? Let me tell you, Asante, I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at you, I'm pleading to you as a player, don't do this.
He did it.
Don't
He did.
go down. Don't go down
He
this
did it,
road.
man.
Don't
He
go
did
down
it.
this road.
He did it.
He won't be going to the. You won't be going to the NFL Hall of Fame.
Who won't?
Asante.
Are you crazy?
When?
Yes, he will.
He's a Hall of Fame.
When
He's
he's
a
like,
Hall of Famer, dude.
Asante get there.
When, though?
Come on, man.
Asante
he
get there.
better not get there before
Come on,
Hines
man.
Ward. He
Yeah,
better not
Asante
get there
get there.
before Hines Ward.
Come on,
Asante
man.
get to the hall.
He better not get there
Asante
before
was good.
Hines Ward.
Do you have that stat comparison real
Of
quick
course
before
not.
we get off?
He ain't Deion.
Because I think it's close,
And
but
Deion
I think
ain't Asante Samuel. So
I'm
what are you
sure what-
saying?
I think
I'm
Prime-
saying he's
So
what
better.
are you saying?
I'm saying he's better.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying Deion's better.
How?
let's
Explain.
look at the numbers. Quan get ready to pull it up. Quan get ready to pull up
He's
the number
better.
comparisons.
He's better.
Prime 53 career interceptions. Asante Samuel 51.
There you
7
go.
career playoff interceptions. I think Prime got 5 career playoff interceptions.
Both got 2 Super Bowls.
Both got 2 Super Bowls. It's so with the numbers being that close.
Deion was an impact player, whatever team he went to.
He
wasn't
was an
impacting Atlanta.
Huh?
Did he impact Atlanta?
Huh?
What did he do in Atlanta?
Huh?
What did he do in Atlanta?
Billy,
Tell me what he did in Atlanta.
guys gotta
he
get
was
the
the
hell out of my
reason people
studio.
came to the games.
Tell me what he did in Atlanta.
He was the reason people came to the games.
Tell me what he did in Atlanta.
I just did.
Tell me what he did in Atlanta.
Put asses in seats.
Tell
Billy.
me what he did in Atlanta.
Return
Did
pu-
they win?
Return
The
punts.
team
Did
stunk.
they
Billy.
win?
The team
Did
stunk.
they win?
The team stunk.
And he was on the same team as you saying they stunk.
I need to get.
He was on the same team
It was a
that
horrible,
you're saying that they stunk.
bro. It was
Hates Dion.
horror. Like
So
the whole culture was horrible.
putting butts in the seat, that's great.
The
But
Atlanta
what I'm
Falcons
asking
culture
you
was terrible.
What did he do
He
beyond putting people in the seat?
He returned punts, and he was a great corner.
Then
And scored a lot of touchdowns.
Asante Samuel.
Why didn't they pay him then?
Didn't Asante Samuel win both
Why
his Super
didn't they
Bowls
pay him?
in New England?
Why didn't they pay him then?
He won both his Super Bowls in New England, right? Asante Samuel.
I think so.
So we can flip that and say, well, he went to a great team that was already established. Come on, Billy.
And played with the GOAT.
And he played with the GOAT.
No, well, he showed out in those Super Bowl games too, and on those teams. So what are y'all saying?
So Prime didn't show out when he played for your Cowboys. He didn't show out when he played for my 49ers.
I'm talking
in the
about
Super
Atlanta.
Bowls?
I'm talking about Atlanta.
the
Y'all-
goalpost just moved.
Because y'all just said he changed.
Where
he
was Asante
changed
Samuel
teams.
playing before he played in New
changed
England?
He changed every team that he played for.
Where did Asante Samuel play for before he got to New England?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows the trouble.
Where did he start his career out at?
Was it Philly?
Philly.
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 And Philly didn't want his ass. Why didn't they pay him? Why didn't they pay him, Bill?
Because he was a free agent.
He started in
New
New
England played him.
Oh, he started in New
And
England.
then went to Philly and then Atlanta, where he didn't do anything in Atlanta.
Uh-oh. Let's talk about it.
Or why didn't he do anything in Atlanta? Because Atlanta's Atlanta.
All y'all do is
All right,
regurgitate what I say.
let's look at Dion's stats in Atlanta and Asante Samuel's stats in Atlanta.
Asante Samuel was on the downstroke in Atlanta.
Oh,
The
okay.
Come on.
downstroke.
Dion was a rookie. He played, what, 4 years in Atlanta?
Yeah.
One
Before
last
he went-
question, a serious question. Why do you hate Dion so much?
Who said they hate Dion? You?
Your actions.
I didn't say I hate
That's
Dion.
hilarious, man.
Because I say that this man has a right to say what he said
You've
about
never said
Dion.
anything good about Dion. I'm just saying.
Because this man said he has, because I said he has a right to say what he said about Deion Sanders and him.
Do you hate Dion? Let me
I
ask
hate
that
him.
question. I said, do you?
Did Dion take Babyface Girl or did
Or your girl?
That's
Or-
crazy. That's nuts.
he took Babyface Girl, right?
Who?
Dion.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
him and Babyface are divorced.
Yeah, well, he a whole thief too for that.
He
Like
was
that. Too.
divorced.
Yeah, he was a thief on the field and in real life.
Divorce?
No,
I
Deion
got another
Sanders.
show, guys.
Deion Sanders is better. I don't think we're gonna argue about that no more.
Let me play the outro again.
Let the ball
No, props
bounce.
to Asante Samuel though, man, and his son might end up being better than him.
Better than Dion?
No, Asante Samuel.
Well, if he's better than Asante Samuel, he'd be better than Dion, according to some people in the room.
He just got paid like he was real good. though.
I didn't say he was better. I said he had every right to say what he said about
Okay.
Dion.
Bill
It's
hates
a-
Dion.
Look, I'm for
I
49
didn't say
days.
Asante Samuel's better. I didn't say that.
He didn't say that. Let the ball bounce.
Wait, do you think he was better, though?
Sports Talk Radio.
I said
He wasn't either, Bill.
I said
didn't say he wasn't.
that he had every right to say
But you
what
didn't
he
refute.
said about
You didn't
But
refute.
new-
his
but new
career,
que- but new
his
question.
career
New
and-
question.
and
New
Dion's
question,
career.
Billy.
New
drink.
question. Who's
I'm
better?
not I'm not answering that. I'm not answering that.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk
They
Radio.
both was dogs.
Your guy Dre Bailey
Yes, they were. Your man,
They
he was
both was
solid.
dogs.
They were really good. Both
and
of them.
Bill Blockham Logan.
Yes.
Who's a better dog?
If you
Two
scared,
dogs. Two dogs is two dogs.
look,
a pit and a cane corso.
look, man. If you scared,
You better go to church.
let's hope Dion ain't there.